I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you.
All right. What's up, everybody? I'm Fool.
And I'm Main One, and we're Unplugged, Free Your Mind, a show where we discuss and share our perspectives on an array of topics and world news from an unfiltered, unbiased, and unplugged point of view. What's happening, my guy?
Let me lean back.
Lean back so we can see the shirt.
I wanna
lean back so we can see the shirts.
I wanna let everybody know. If you remember, we had a couple episodes with my man Kimani Bravehorse on. These are the shirts that he's making. If anybody wants one of these shirts, reach out to him. If you can't get in contact with him, let me know, and I'll play the liaison or whatever and make sure that I connect y'all so that you can get your shirt. Because this one right here is very, very powerful. I haven't worn it in public yet. This is my first time wearing it because I'm not going to wear it in public till I get what I want on the back. I want people to look at the back and be like, what the, if that should say that shit on the back, what do it say on the front? That's the objective. So make sure you reach out. You see, man got his shirts on. He got his shirt on. That's his brand. Do what you got to do. Go on his website. Make sure you get some shirts from him too. Excuse me, and some attire from him because he got a whole bunch of shit. He ain't got just t-shirts. He has apparel. Excuse me. I got to make sure I get the word right.
Yeah. And as always, as you come in, let us know where you're coming in from. Let us know city and state. Well, not city and state, but just where you're coming from, so we can, so we'll know where our audience is coming from. Noticeably missing tonight is the lady of the show, Jay. She had some business she had to take care of tonight. With her, she had a singing engagement that's coming up, so she had to rehearse. So we're gonna miss her tonight. Gonna miss her perspective, but the show must go on. So we'll carry it and we'll take it in. This is the last show of the year, so we're excited about that. So let's get to it, man. So right. I know the story. I know a little bit of the backstory that's about to go on right here. So that's why I'm smiling real quick. But Jerome had a little interesting story to tell y'all what happened to him yesterday. So I'll let him tell y'all what's going on.
Nah, nigga, that shit was this morning.
Oh, this morning.
All right. Y'all heard me say this, that I did not plan on getting on any airplane for a while. I had no idea when I was going to be getting on the plane again. Well, due to some circumstances, I'm not going to go into whatever. Let's just say I had to drive somebody somewhere. It was mandatory that I did it, but I was not going to stay. So in order for me to get back in time to do what I needed to do, mainly, I had a golf lesson today at 2 o'clock. I had the show. Tonight. We can't hear you. I had the show tonight, so I had to make sure I was back. Of course, it's the last show. It's the last show of the year, so I had to make sure that I was here. So, unfortunately, yeah, you good now? So I had to get on the plane. Against what I really wanted to do, I had to get on the plane, and y'all already know that in order to get on the plane, you have to wear a mask. So I'm already on fire. On one side, I got a little bit of anxiety, which I've never had before. I'm like, I really don't want to be on this motherfucking plane because I'm actually nervous for the first time in my life. And then on the other side, I got this goddamn mask on. So I'm like, I just can't wait to get there, get off, and I can take this motherfucker off my face.
Question. So, before you go, question. Did they make you take a test? Did you have to do a test?
No.
Okay, so you ain't got to do none of that bullshit. Okay.
If they had made me take a test, I'd have walked home. It ain't going down. Okay. So everything was all good. I took a little nap, whatever. They gave me some fucking tea I thought was motherfucking coffee because it was so goddamn black. But, it is what it is. Fine. So we land. And when we landed, y'all know how it goes. You wait a little while, and then you go ahead and stand up and get ready to walk off the motherfucking plane. Mm-hmm. We also know that when you get off, basically when it's time to get off the plane, you got those people that will rush up to get off faster than everybody else. From the back of the plane, they don't damn near did a track sprint all the way up to the front. Right. In front of people. I don't, mind you, I came home, I didn't have anything. I got no bags. I literally drove, I damn near drove straight to the airport to a certain extent. I damn near, it was like that. So I stand up, and as I stand up, y'all know how it's the rows in front of you or whatever. The line is getting ready to move so we can walk off this goddamn plane. Some motherfucker to my left in front of me, the lane and the line or whatever, the seats in front of me, gonna tell me I have to wait for the three people, whatever, on the right of me because they're with him or some shit. Now, I gotta stress to y'all, I'm already on a million. I'm already here because I'm ready to get the fuck off this goddamn plane, to get this mask off my face. I'm good because I'm home. When that motherfucker put his hand out to say I had to wait, my exact words was, man, shut the fuck up. Just like that on the plane. So, I think that probably, he was like, what the fuck? Yeah, shut the fuck up. Like, leave me the fuck alone. So he said something else. And I was like, yo, I'm a grown-ass man. Leave me the fuck alone. Just like that. So, walking off the plane, this motherfucker's still talking. He's still fucking talking. Everything in me, I'm doing everything, like it's taking everything in me not to really turn around and want to fuck him up, because I know the consequences. So y'all know how it is when you walking off the plane or what. I literally took a step off the plane, and I'm like, yo, my man, leave me the fuck alone. Like, why are you still talking? As I turn around, come to find out, this motherfucker is probably 5'3". So the Napoleon complex is real. So I don't even see that in the beginning. So I wouldn't have gave a fuck if you were 7 feet tall. If you would have stepped to me, you was gonna get fucked up regardless. Now that I see that you 5'4", I'm a power bomb your motherfucker, power bomb / choke slam your ass if you come up on me. We walking out through the little tunnel. He is still fucking talking. Yo, you really need to leave me the fuck alone before you get fucked up. Same thing. My exact words. His wife gets in front of him. I cannot believe you're acting like this in front of our kids and this, that, whatever. I was like, my man, better listen to your motherfucking wife. Stop playing. So as I'm getting all the way up to the end of the tunnel to pretty much walk off, now the flight attendant want to say something. Okay, now. Once again, she got it too. Yo, shut the fuck up. Keep it moving. And then I proceeded to walk my happy ass out of the goddamn airport. I have seen the videos of Karen and Ken. Well, I saw Chucky, because Chucky a little kid, he's a little short dog. Right. So that's what I saw today. So I saw Chuck today. Not Chucky, I saw Chuck today. And Chuck is very, very lucky that I'm 45 years old. Because if that was 22-year-old fool, I probably would have got locked the fuck up. I probably would have fucked him up. Because it took everything in me not to walk back to him in his face and say, do something. I'm not going to hit you. Do something. If your ass flinch, I'm going to slap shit out you first. I'm going to slap shit out like a little girl. Then I'm going to proceed to whoop your motherfucking ass. But with that happening to me and knowing where I am mentally, I really don't think I can't get on the motherfucking plane. Not now. Because we're going to get more of, it's going to be more of that. Like, motherfuckers feel as though they're entitled. It's always going to be something. If it ain't that, it's going to be a motherfucker talking about your mask. Yo, excuse me, Miss Flight Attendant, that dude don't have his mask on. I'm going to deal with that shit. Because all it's going to do is spark something. And honestly, for me, it ain't worth it. But that's the type of shit I had to deal with today. And then I had a little incident with the shuttle driver going to my motherfucking car. It was kind of the same fucking shit. And this was a Jamaican dude gonna tell me. I stepped on the shuttle. He told me I have to have a mask on. I reach in my pocket to put it on. He tells me I have to get off of the shuttle to put the mask on. Nigga, what? Fuck out of here. You out your motherfucking mind. Fuck you. No. And then he kind of nudged me to not get back on. I could have hit him. I backed off. So when I walked away, I said to him very kindly and very ignorantly, I'm not afraid to say it, I said that I'm pretty sure you got that goddamn shot. So good luck with them parasites and them goddamn blood clots. My exact words to the motherfucker. I told you I was on a million a day. Now I wasn't the one this morning. So it's good that I don't leveled out. I'm fucked down.
Hey, man, I'm telling you that when you told me that this morning, man, I'm dying laughing this morning. And hearing it again is even funnier the second time. Well, we want to welcome Kirsten to the show. Welcome.
Hey y'all. That's crazy that he said that because I had like a similar experience at a restaurant.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so what's this? Yesterday? No, on Tuesday. No, it was yesterday. Before Tuesday, yesterday. I went to brunch with my best friend. We went to Milk and Honey or whatever. I hand to cater, which is a black owned restaurant. Like I'm doing my best to not even I am like supporting only black owned restaurants. Like if I can't get to a black owned restaurant, I'm not eating out. So we go and the host at the door was like, do y'all have a mask? And I was like, well, I've never walked in here with a mask on, when did y'all start doing this? And she was like, well, as since the number has been going up. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, do you have any extra? Whatever. And she was like, no. I was like, oh, okay, well. And my friend was like, girl, just put your jacket over your face like that. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that'll work. And I did like this or whatever. And then she went to like clean off the table and stuff like that. I was like, oh my God, is it really that serious? And she was like, yeah. Then she said like a smart remark when she was taking us to our table, and my best friend like went off on her. Like I was like, calm down, like I'm like, calm down. Like we can't let folks get us off our frequency. Calm down, it's okay. Maybe she having a bad day or something, I'm trying to come on. I'm like, it ain't that serious. But like, it's crazy that people are really being influenced by these so-called numbers going up. And I'm like, just do what you gotta do. You ain't gotta worry about nobody getting sick. Like, and even if you get sick, just know that you have a chance to survive, like a very high chance to survive. Your body gonna fight it off.
99.8 chance.
Right. But yeah, it was crazy. My friend was like, it made her mad. And I was like, no, she was like, nah, because she ain't gotta wait till we walk off. She should have said in our face. I was like, it's okay. It's okay. We, it's all good. We gon' do what we came here to do. And we not worried about that. But the manager came out. Well, actually, she was the owner, but she was working, and we talked to her or whatever, and then had a dialogue. But everything got settled, so it was cool.
Yeah. Luckily, I have not had an experience yet. I don't know. I think I walk around with a kind of frown on my face all the time. So I guess maybe motherfuckers just don't fuck with me. So I hope I don't have an encounter like that, because I don't think it'll go well. I just don't think it'll go well.
I mean, honestly, I think that it boils down to where you are, and it also boils down to the particular individual. I honestly believe, with us being in the South, we kind of on the side where people gonna leave you the fuck alone. Now, up north, something different, because motherfuckers are more bold. And I think that dude, I don't think dude was, if he was from here, he might be living here. I don't think he was from here. I doubt it. So,
well, maybe it's because I live in a Republican state and y'all live in a blue state now. So maybe that's the reason why. But Kirsten, so why you said the mask thing? So Of course, we got a video to share. So let's hear what our resident expert says about the mask.
We should be keeping the events that are safe, and also the events that have fun for people too. We can't be canceling everything, especially if we're going to be living with COVID for the foreseeable future. I would say that if you choose to go, make sure that you're vaccinated and boosted. Make sure that you're wearing a mask, even though it's outdoors. If there are lots of people packed around you, wearing a 3-ply surgical mask. Don't wear a cloth mask. Cloth masks are little more than facial decorations. There's no place for them in light of Omicron, and so wear a high quality mask, at least a 3-ply surgical mask. And if you're going to be visiting elderly relatives or immunocompromised people after, wait 3 days, get tested, and then see those vulnerable people.
So did y'all hear what she said? So cloth masks that they've been telling people all this time for the last 2 years, if you can't get a surgical mask, make any kind of mask. So you had people out here, making masks, selling masks, all kind of stuff. And now she just said it's basically decoration. It ain't blocking it for nothing.
Now, but this is what I'm waiting to see based on what she said in that video and what you just mentioned. The next time there's a press conference with Congress or Senate and whatever, if all of them do not have on the same type of mask, and if one of them motherfuckers got on a cloth design mask or some shit like that, that means they ain't even listening to that motherfucking chick. So it's like, what the fuck you talking about, yo? This shit, I don't know about y'all, but with me being in the supermarket as much as I am, when I see people walking around with 2 masks on their face, that shit is comical to me. I'm like, these motherfuckers out here with 2 fucking masks on their face, and if I walk past them and fart, they still gonna smell that shit. So what the fuck is the point of wearing that goddamn? What the fuck is the point of wearing both of them masks? If one of them women or one of those people got a baby in the house and that baby take a monster dump in that diaper and they got that mask on, they gonna smell that shit. So I don't know what the fuck you wearing that shit for. It don't matter.
Man.
You know what's so funny? My sister actually used to do that. And I'm walking around with her in the store and I'm like laughing at her. She's like, "What you laughing at?" I'm like, "Why you got that shit on your face?" And we went somewhere too. I'm like, "Ain't nobody in here got no mask on. Can you take it off?" Like, ain't nobody ain't got no mask on. And she like, "I ain't trying to get sick." And I'm like, "That's not gonna save you." And that shit, it just took me back to that because she actually used to wear 2 masks, but now she getting it now. So
and something just popped in my head. Maybe y'all can clarify. People would make statements about the mask saying how, if you wore it, it could lesser the chances and all this other shit. But they talked about doctors and nurses wearing the mask at the hospital, right? If they could wear it at the hospital, why can't we wear it, wear it to protect ourselves against this? If I'm not mistaken, doctors and nurses still got sick from wearing them motherfucking masks working in the hospital. If I'm not mistaken, it's not like they are immune to getting motherfucking sick. So what the hell is the goddamn point? I'm sorry. That shit, man, this shit, these people to me are just funny because they serious about this shit. Like they gung ho. And what I notice, I pay attention to the what's the name? The demographic of the people with the mask shit. To me, I'm not gonna say it's one side, white or black. I can't say that because I would say that it's kind of equal, but I think it also depends on where you are, because if you go to certain places, ain't no white person wearing no motherfucking mask. They not doing that shit. But the black people, them motherfuckers are serious. Like them motherfuckers, they gung ho with the shit. And the old people just, oh my God, I be feeling so bad. Old people, they slunched over, they walking all slow and shit, got that mask on. And y'all know with me in the supermarket, I saw this shit today. Dude was probably 6'3", 260 all stomach, mask on mask on his face, holding some chewy Chips Ahoy, looking to get another pack of motherfucking cookies. Okay, You got it, yo. You got it. You know, you being healthy. Wearing that guy, you protecting yourself from wearing that mask, but you ain't protecting your goddamn self eating them fucking cookies. Get the hell out of here, yo. This shit.
L. Smith Jr. 32 said there's no proof it lessens the transmission. True. He's absolutely right. It is no proof. But they say well, it lessens it. How do you know that? Who told you that? Well, if you get it, you're less likely to go in the hospital. Who told you that? That's what I be wanting to say when they be telling me, when they be reading off this script shit. It's like, who told you this shit? You know, at this point, you know, I'm so tired of even talking about this stuff, man. I mean, I know we got to talk about it because they give you brand new material every day. So it's like, damn, when we try not to talk about it, they give you, here goes some more material.
Did you see the story today? Did you see what I tagged you on? I don't know if it was the NFL or if it was the NBA. Made a suggestion to the CDC or FDA, whatever, to lower the time for the quarantine.
Oh yeah.
They did it.
Oh yeah, to 5 days.
Too, right?
Exactly.
It happened.
It's supposed to be about public health, but you listening to a professional sports team? Word.
Well,
you're absolutely right.
Well, the director of the CDC, what's her, Rochelle Walensky says they thought about it and it made scientific sense that the first 2 days, I saw that. She says the first 2 days are you're most likely to transmit it, and then like the last 3 days or when you get it or something like that. That's how they came up with the 5 days. That's what she said. And I was listening. I was like, yeah, sound like a bunch of bullshit to me. It sounds like a bunch.
But how do you know? Like, when you caught it or whatever, if you, like, there's no way to test the time. So that's crazy. But even to me, like, the symbolism of a mask is to, like, either like you're playing a role of a character or like you're being silenced or, you know, being told not to talk or not giving, you know, it's way deeper for me. So I'd be good.
Don't play it yet. Don't play it yet. I got something I gotta say before it leave my head. I got something. I gotta say this to y'all.
Okay.
I think I have a new idea for another shirt. Y'all know the monkeys that be like this?
Yeah.
Yep.
We should do the monkeys, but make sure the mask is covering their mouth, the mask covering their eyes, and the mask is over their motherfucking ears, yo. I think that might be a golden ticket right there. Might be done with that shit.
Hilarious. No, better yet, let it be sheep. Because we don't want to suggest that nobody monkeys. So
yeah, you know people are sensitive.
Right. So I'd rather say sheep. Well, let's listen to what the bullshit she had to say.
Dr. Walensky, thank you for being here with us this morning. And I want to start with the change in the CDC guidance that cuts the isolation period in half if you're asymptomatic. So how did the CDC settle on 5 days for everyone?
Good morning, Caitlin. Thanks for having me. So we looked at several areas of science here. First, the science of how much transmission happens in the period of time after you're infected. We know that the most amount of transmission occurs in those 1 to 2 days before you develop symptoms, those 2 to 3 days after you develop symptoms. And if you map that out, those 5 days account for somewhere between 85 to 90% of all transmission.
Okay. So, how do you know when you got infected?
Exactly.
And imagine a disease so deadly that you don't know you got it. Right. I mean, make it make sense. If you make it make sense to me, then I'll be like, look, I do what y'all say.
Please play the video with the tap water.
Did you send that to me? I think
Check this. I sent it's on the messenger.
Yeah, but I mean, can y'all make that make sense? Does it make sense to y'all?
No, not even. Not only that, but like, ain't the symptoms like the same as like the cold or the flu? Like, you know, because I saw a meme. I actually saw a meme going around on, I think I was on Instagram. It was like Omicron top symptoms, and it was like sneezy, runny nose, fatigue, stuff like that. And they're like, back in the day, we used to call this the common cold or whatever.
You
And
didn't,
I'm like,
you
oh
didn't see the other
wow.
one. You didn't see the other one. Somebody made that same post, and they had the front of the NyQuil bottle, and they drew lines of the symptoms that matched to the sneezing, coughing, all that shit.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Crazy. I'm gonna put that in my family group message.
I mean, if you can make it make sense to me, then maybe I'll go along with it. But if it don't make sense, it just hit something else.
Yeah, watch this.
Chronicles Part 14.
A live test, everybody. Live test. We tested some tap water. So the temperature's rising. On some puppy shit. Can't stop, won't stop.
Interesting.
That shit is literally look like a temperature gauge, yo.
I mean, what kind of testing? Hold on, I'll wait till you go.
I don't know. I guess maybe that's one of them rapid ones. I guess so.
Sandpaper.
That's crazy to me, yo.
Yeah, if somebody in the chat, if y'all know what test that is, please let me know. 2016, that would kill all crime. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that happening.
So when I looked at that originally, I thought about the African leader who had tested a goddamn goat. I think he tested some fruit, and it was something else, and they all came back positive or whatever. And he was pretty much mocking the system and shit like that. Of course, he's dead now. But when I looked at that one, and mind you, this just popped in my head. We can all say that's bullshit. That means everything gonna test positive. But the flip side of that is, could it mean that our water can possibly give it to us? That's the whole thing. Like, to me, it goes both ways. But that just goes to show it's some bullshit. Because the next thing looking at something like that, I would love for somebody to go test some grass. Go outside where the grass might be a little moist, maybe, when the dew is outside in the morning, and do that shit like that with the grass and see what's up. Because this is the type of shit that more people need to do. That way, it awakes certain people. Well, excuse me, my apologies. No, it ain't. It's going to show us it's bullshit, and with them, they going to justify it. That's the shit. And for a lot of people out there that talk about finding your true self, being on the right frequency, and everything like that, I think we're starting to really see that what they're doing probably is blocking their pineal gland, because the common sense is gone. That shit has been evaporated, and it's scary, because I'm like, wow. The fact that you got kids walking around with these fucking masks on their face all day? Nah, yo.
Yeah, man. So I'm still trying to figure out what kind of test is that. What What is that testing?
Well,
If somebody can tell me in the chat, tell us in the chat what is that test? Because I mean, even the creator of the PCR test said that shit is not for testing the virus. He's dead. He's not here anymore. But he said it's not for testing it. And even when talking to doctors and listening to doctors and studies, so the first entry of the virus is through your nasal, right? So it spends time in your nasal, and then it moves down to your throat and then to your chest. So let's say I get exposed or anybody gets exposed through your nose. Okay, by day 5, it's not in your nose no more. So if you go get tested at day 5, of course you're going to come out positive, right? You should come out positive. It shouldn't come out negative because it's not there anymore. So I mean, the whole shit is just a whole bunch of bull crap to me. We have yet to hear any medical profession on mainstream media say, "Hey, exercise more, change your diet, vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin B12, zinc, magnesium." I've yet to hear anybody say that at all.
Do me a favor, sir. Can you read those mandates that were just issued by Slow Biden? You know, the ones that you posted. The ones that you posted.
Oh, the ones that I posted.
Yeah, I think that's breaking news from the White House. Read those mandates. You know, the ones that you posted, you tagged me on.
This must have been a while ago.
It was yesterday. Think about it.
Yesterday. You talking
about, there we go. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about those mandates?
Yeah, read those mandates. That's breaking news, everybody. This from the White House.
Breaking news. We're gonna mandate meditation in the morning. We're gonna mandate no more fast food. We're gonna mandate healthy eating choices. We're gonna mandate loving your neighbor. We're gonna mandate being nicer to people. We're gonna mandate morning calisthenics. We're gonna mandate 30 minutes of daily exercise. And also we're gonna mandate vitamin D, C, B12, zinc, and magnesium.
Breaking news from the CDC, FDA, WHO, NHIH, what the fuck that shit is, and Slow Biden's administration. But that's a lie. You know, that's too much like common sense. That's breaking news from that man right there. Those are the mandates he said that need to be on the books that we need to be following. So we need to stop listening to their bullshit and listen to something like that.
Now, how many people would buck those mandates? Oh no, I'm not doing that. I ain't stopping no fast food. I got to have my fried chicken and my Popeyes macaroni and cheese because it's better than Chick-fil-A's. Because that was going on Facebook a couple of days ago on my news feed. I was like, really? Y'all comparing macaroni and cheese from Chick-fil-A and Popeyes? That's where we at right now. But if you tell them you can't have that damn shit, they'll have a damn fit. You muted.
Kirsten, we can't hear you. Kirsten, you saying something good? Yeah.
Yeah. I apologize. I had to mute it. The children wasn't talking, but yeah, I was saying nature's fast food is like fresh fruits and vegetables. Like that's something easy you grab and go. Like in the morning, a lot of people they like complacency and they like being attached to certain things. And like I think fast food actually have like addictive chemicals in it. It could very well have addictive chemicals in it. But like some people, our people specifically, a lot of people I know are like brainwashed and hooked on, oh, this the only thing I can get fast. I'm like, no, you can have celery, carrots, apples, orange, like fruit, anything really fast that ain't got to be cooked. Eat raw fruits and raw vegetables. Like that's and nuts. You can have nuts too. Like you ain't just gotta go sit in the line and get all this greasy food. That shit it's very mind boggling.
I'm gonna say this, and I just give me 1 second. Here's the issue. And I'm a victim of it too because of certain things that I really do like. Like I'm not gonna say a craving for, but I like the shit. The issue is that the average American, I can't say for other people in other countries, but the average American, we are chemically dependent on the shit that we eat. That's the problem. And the reason why I make that statement for everybody out there, especially motherfuckers who used to drink it religiously and probably still do. Grape soda don't taste like no goddamn grapes. You got accustomed to that flavor. They don't taste. Strawberry soda don't taste like no fucking strawberries. Pineapple soda don't taste like, that's their version of what it is. Now, the other thing about it is these people can go in a lab and they can make something taste like the shit that you taste, the shit that you eat. That's a problem. For me, personally, those jalapeno ranch Ruffles fucking potato chips, them shits is rocking. Them shits is rocking. But I want to taste a homemade potato chip with the ranch and jalapeno naturally. I guarantee you it's going to taste a little bit different. Unfortunately, we are chemically dependent on a lot of shit that we eat. It's bad. And that's where we at. That's why I do firmly believe that each one of us at some point we have to fast. I'm not going to sit here and say that I've done it and everything like that. I would be lying if I did. But I think it does have to get to a point where you actually fast to the point where you won't miss that shit. Now, I can tell y'all, I don't drink milk. I don't eat ice cream. I haven't eaten ice cream now. I can't tell you the last time that I had some. But I don't have a taste for it, which is good. And I tell y'all, I would fuck that Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Breyers ice cream. I would destroy that shit. But I know that that's gonna cause a lot of mucus and shit like that. So I don't do it.
But it's some alternatives, like, cause I have like what is it? The ice cream made from like coconut milk and almond milk and cashew milk. It's called something.
So I know what you're talking about. I know they come in a little pint shit.
I got some in the freezer now. But that's what I have like once or twice a week. I just put myself on a limit to it, really all the sugar ain't, but I just put myself on a limit. It's healthier. It's more alternative.
It's alternative. Absolutely. This is what I was talking about as far as with the test. We're not going to stay on this thing too much longer. This is Dr. Ryan Cole.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ryan Cole. I'm a board-certified anatomic and clinical pathologist, fellowship trained in surgical and dermatopathology, trained at the Mayo Clinic, and I'm here today to discuss what you already know is happening, a pandemic, a virus that's covering the earth. This is the SARS-CoV-2 virus, COVID-19. This is just a very simple chalk talk. I'm hoping to keep it focused so you can understand why we're testing, how we're testing, and what kind of testing we need to be doing and why it's important. As you know, people have been lining up and clamoring to try to get the PCR test, the swab up the nose, that is very difficult to get right now. We have supply chain problems around the world in terms of testing. We're working on that. The important thing is when you get the virus, you may incubate the virus for about 0 to 5 or 7 days before you get symptoms. Those symptoms will generally appear in that window. You may have a fever, a cough, a runny nose, and a headache, diarrhea. There's so many different symptoms that have been going with this virus. The interesting thing is if you go in and get your nose swabbed, and this is studies from multiple universities, if you go and get your nose swabbed in that first early window, about 70% of the PCR will be positive. However, you may get a swab 25-30% of the time in that first window where the swab's negative. So PCR is an excellent test if virus is there. It depends on how much load of virus you've inhaled and is brewing within your sinuses. After that period of time, there's a window of time in which PCR will detect that virus where they've been swabbing everybody. And that goes up to about 10 days and starts to drop off. So you may have symptoms for about a week and go into your doctor, and your doctor may say, Well, we swabbed you at day 12, 14. They don't know what day you're at, but your symptoms are 7 days or so out, and they may miss the virus in the nose because it's no longer there. It's moved down to your throat, down to your lungs, into your body, but it's not detectable in this location. Now, this is why it becomes important that we look at the patient's blood. In the blood, there are antibodies. Your body does an immune reaction, and you have these little soldiers that your cells produce called antibodies, and they grab onto the virus and help your body clear the virus out. Those antibodies, your acute antibody is IgM, and it's not virus, it's an antibody, something your body makes against the virus. That starts to appear the same day your symptoms appear as well. So if you're lucky and we catch the virus in your nose in that first window by the PCR test, great. However, if the PCR test missed it, we can look at the blood and see if you're responding to this virus. That acute antibody, the IgM, starts to ramp up, and we can detect that through certain tests in the laboratory. After a certain couple of days, your body starts to produce a memory antibody. So we can track your antibodies through this phase up to when you have a memory antibody, IgG only. That's your memory antibody. The important thing is half of patients who get the virus never have symptoms. So here in Idaho, so far in our antibody testing, we've shown that 1 out of 20 people are carrying this virus, 5% of our population. Half of those individuals don't know this. And as you've heard in the news, this virus is very infectious and very transmittable to others. Those patients who never show a symptom at all are spreading the virus. However, we can detect that virus reaction, not the virus, the reaction to the virus through the antibodies in the blood. And it's important because when the PCR goes negative and you go into your doctor and told you're negative, we can still check your blood and find that even though the PCR was negative, your blood is reacting in a positive manner. So this window becomes very important for detecting acute disease.
I just wanted to play just a little short piece of that. But like Dr. Price says, the blood is where you find everything. And like L. Smith Jr., 32, when did the blood become an invalid weight? So why aren't they doing that? So when people come in and they're saying they're sick or whatever, why are they taking blood tests? Are they taking samples from these people and testing their blood? I mean, I would like to know anybody who's gone to the hospital with symptoms and ask them, did they take their blood? I mean, those are valid questions to ask.
And it's a perfect segue. So for anybody that's watching right now, as y'all know, January 8th, Dr. Price will be back, and we will have another event where you can get your blood tested. You're going to be able to look under a microscope. But the key to this particular day is going to be different than the last time. The last time there were 20 people there and only one person there got the shot. And the way it was set up, everybody had to go up individually to look in the microscope. He told me if I can get a smart TV to the event, we're going to be able to see the results on the TV from the microscope. So my plan is to get many people there as possible who got the shot. That way we can make sure that we line people up. They got the shot. You can look on the screen. You can look at these people. Then you can look at some people who didn't get the shot. Now, when we're making that statement, now we actually doing our own clinical trial. Because bottom line is, if these 5 people on one side look the same and the other 5 people look the same, then that's going to be key to kind of prove what we've been talking about. And I'll let y'all in a little something also. I had a conversation with somebody earlier, through my video, and she said the blood that we looked at could be faulty because of what goes on in our bodies, like sickle cell. So that person's blood could have been because of that. You can make that statement. I'm not going to deny that. But like I said, when we do what we're going to do January 8th, if everybody's blood looks the same on each side, there you go. You got 5 random people that don't know each other, whatever, don't got the same blood type or whatever the case may be, and all that shit clotted, and all they got them forms looking like squares. and fucking disfigured whatever and parasites, fam, what can you say? So that's where we're at. So like I said, it's the perfect segue. If anybody wants the info on that event, hit me up and I will send you the flyer. The flyer will not be on social media. I'll send it to you via messenger and I will text it to you. But we got to get people there because the push is hard for them doing this shit to our kids. I just saw a commercial before we started the show where they got some black lady that's supposed to be a nurse, I guess, or something like that. And she pushing they little commercial for kids as young as 5 to get this shit. Yeah. And of course, it's one of us doing that shit. And then when she, here's the thing, and I guess this kind of goes geared towards Kirsten because she's a mother. They showed the chick with the dreads give the little girl the shot. They're gonna show the mother go like this, like, oh my God, thank you, you did it. If I'm not mistaken, usually when kids getting shots, they screaming. These mothers usually comforting their kids from getting a motherfucking shot. You showing your enjoyment, but get the fuck out of here. Stop it. I ain't never heard of no parent being ecstatic over them getting a goddamn shot. Kiss my ass. But that's where we at with this shit.
Yeah. And you know, once again, we use our platform to inform, to put our information. We don't claim to know everything. We don't make absolute statements, but we are asking questions, and I think that's what we're all supposed to do. You're supposed to ask questions. How else can you learn if you don't ask questions? But they'll deem videos like we've had in the past as medical misinformation, and we'll put stuff on Facebook and they'll say it's medical misinformation, but then they'll allow stuff like this to come on and it's not deemed medical misinformation.
It means that instead of the vaccine being able, it means instead of the virus being able to hop from person to person to person to person, spreading and spreading, sickening some of them, but not all of them. And the ones that it doesn't sicken don't know they have it. And then they give it to even more people because they didn't recognize they were, right? Instead of the virus being able to hop from person to person to person, potentially mutating and becoming more virulent and drug resistant along the way. Now we know that the vaccines work well enough that the virus stops with every vaccinated person. A vaccinated person gets exposed to the virus. The virus does not infect them. The virus cannot then use that person to go anywhere else. It cannot use a vaccinated person to go get more people. That means the vaccines will get us to the end of this if we just go fast enough to get the whole population.
See what I'm saying?
That's crazy. And I'm wondering, do y'all know that it was like a virus going around as well, like a stomach virus, like?
There was what?
Like a stomach virus going around as well. Like I think it was like only in children or some type of virus was going around or whatever. And I'm wondering, like, is that like one of the effects from this vaccine? Because I know, like, who I know personally got it and gave it to the child. Like, I know, like, right after that, the child got sick and was like having like stomach virus like symptoms, and you know said that they had that little bug or whatever. And I was like, I got so upset. Like, I was still, but I had to bring it together or whatever. But I was very confused, and I still be talking about it. Like, I can't believe you did that, because listening to Fool, I've been listening to him, and he like, whoever got it could potentially be sterile or whatever. And that, that's like you not even giving the child a chance. You making the decision that could potentially have a permanent effect on them. Like, that's not even fair to the child. And that like, that made me that makes me sad. That made me very sad. And I was like so upset. But yeah. Maybe I'm gonna get off that because my energy was strong. Just dropped the phone. So.
Yeah. But after seeing Rachel Maddow, who is on TV all the time, and a lot of people, I know a prime example, my mother, Rachel Maddow, maybe I got to listen to Rachel Maddow. So you got a lot of people that listen to her. So what she just said is considered medical misinformation. She just said that if you get that shot, the virus will stop and you won't spread no more, which we know is a fucking lie. We know that it's a lie. But she's saying that. And people are listening to it.
I'm gonna need you to send me that video, and I'm gonna figure out how to do this. But the one thing I know is that Twitter is a different type of beast, and I'm gonna do my best to make a side-by-side video with her saying that. For me, that hits home for me because I used to fuck with Rachel Maddow. I used to fuck with Rachel Maddow because the one thing I used to always respect about her was she always came with receipts. She's always come with receipts. If it wasn't for Rachel Maddow, I wouldn't have known the true details of the Flint, Michigan water situation. She was the one I got that information from. When I saw the story, I was like, what the fuck? And she followed up. I respected her for that. But unfortunately, she has fallen into the trap of being just another puppet when it comes to the media doing shit like that. Because like Maine just said, when we start thinking about the media, whether it's MSNBC, it ain't even got to be MSNBC or CNN. Everybody that has a show, they have a following. Because Rachel Maddow might have people from Fox News that fuck with her. You just never know. They have their own clique. So it's going to be people in these cliques listening to these motherfuckers. Don Lemon got his clique. Cuomo had his. Rachel Maddow got, I don't know how to, like, Al Sharpton got his. And you already know, I used to fuck with Al Sharpton because I would call in on his show. I could actually talk on his show, on the radio show or whatever in the morning. I can't rock with none of them now. I used to watch, I have my shit set, my reminders and a recording of Rachel Maddow show, 9:00 every weekday. I've been stopped doing that shit. Same way with First Take and Stephen A. Smith, all them motherfuckers, they could kiss my ass. Because at this point, the way that they're pushing this, it's honestly sad. When Kirsten just mentioned about the kid thing, I just found out today, and like I told y'all, I don't put people's business out there. Someone who I highly respect, I didn't know that he got it, but come to find out, his son got it. Now his son is older, but his son, he's young. You know, I'm not even gonna say the age. Like I said, people can put things together. But the fact of the matter is, I've watched this kid grow into a man. I would have loved to see him being father. Considering how he was as a kid, I would have loved to see how he acted as a father. And now, as he gets older, and he wondering why the fuck they ain't having kids, it's gonna be an issue.
Well, it seems like
a lot of people, yo.
Seems like we got some trolls on YouTube. I don't know what that.
Nah, look at their language.
Oh,
I think they over. I don't. Man, we don't speak that shit. But it is what it is.
It is what it. And you know, the reason why we play these videos is because these people act like they don't have video. It's no video evidence of them contradicting. They constantly contradicting themselves. I got hundreds of videos. Got them on an external hard drive, so just in case they zap something to my goddamn computer and that shit can't operate no more, it's on the external hard drive. But you know, these videos are out here, and I can remember Biden on a campaign trail. When he was campaigning, he said, "Well, we're not going to get the vaccine is not going to be ready until mid 2021." That's what he said when he was campaigning. And then what happened in December? They started rolling them out in December. After he got elected, they started rolling them out in December. And I was like, hold up, you just said they weren't going to be ready until mid 2021. And then here he comes. He said, we're not going to do the mandate, can't do the mandate. Then he started with the mandates. And then now here, Sleepy Joe, look what he said.
Look, there is no federal solution. This gets solved at a state level.
He's saying there's no federal solution for the virus. So on the campaign trail, they said Donald Trump has not done. He had 8 months to do whatever, and he's not doing. When we get in office, we're gonna stomp out the virus and blah blah blah. Now He's made all these federal mandates. People lost their jobs. People lost their health care, all kind of stuff behind these mandates. And now he's come out and saying, we can't do nothing at the federal level.
Oh, I ain't crazy. I didn't even look at that one. Well,
it's like,
yo, what was he? I know he old and everything, but that motherfucker drunk. God damn, it's like he was slurring. He drinking some good shit, yo. At them, I mean, let me not say what we know is true, because his eyes. I think on that, I think that slow bite and his eyes was black, so we know which one was that. But that one was.
Right, I was gonna say, was that even him?
was that the robot?
Well, I think it's three of them. I think you might actually have slow biting. Then you got the clone, and then you got the ET version. I'm not going. A person can't distinguish that one. It is what it is. I think it's three of them, because allegedly, now y'all know how the rabbit hole goes. Allegedly, the real slow biting been gone.
I wouldn't be surprised. I think there's a lot of people that been gone, but it just come out a certain time that they just passed away, but they been dead long time ago.
But
like, I think that happen more often than not.
But I think the underlying reason why he's coming out now and saying, well, we can't do nothing federally, let the states handle it, because guess what's about to roll around? 2022. We got these elections coming up, right? And you got all these people fleeing from these Democratic states, going to these Republican states, and they are scared to death because, like I've been saying, before the election, it's going to be a red wave. 2022, it's going to be a red wave. 2024, we're going to have a Republican president, but that's just par for the course. That's just the wheel keeps turning, and it's their turn. And I found, if y'all hadn't, go ahead.
I was gonna say, not only that, but the time we're coming into, like, astrologically and spiritually, like, is very, very, very interesting and very strong. Like, have y'all saw Don't Look Up?
I haven't seen it yet.
I did.
Don't spoil it.
It's funny. I saw parts of it. I was actually watching it today, and I'm like, damn.
Oh, nah. Watch. You have to watch all of it, because it's going to be a time, and this is for you and for Jermaine when he watches it. There's going to be a scene in the movie where y'all both going to be like, that's the same shit. I did that. Like, that right there, that particular, it's going to be a scene. You're going to be like, ain't this a bit? Remember Yahoo Deal, who was on the show?
Mm-hmm.
She made a post on IG that said, I feel like the female scientist because I was doing that. Like, I'm doing my best to save people and tell them, just look up. And it just don't fucking matter.
Yo,
watch it. That shit gonna be like, what the fuck?
My brother said now they're paying family members that died from sea funeral expense. So they're paying their funeral expense. I thought you couldn't die from the sea. Yeah. But this is gonna be an interesting. Did y'all see? I meant to play this last week, but I didn't get around to it. See if I can share it real quick. Now my computer acting funny.
Motherfuckers pushing buttons. They pushing buttons. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this for everybody out there. I am not, and I would never promote New Year's resolutions. It's never been my thing. I mean, I'm not for the past few years. I don't like fuck out of here. It's just another day. But y'all have to understand, based on astrology and all this shit that's going on, it is the awakening. This is some shit that's been in place. You have to understand, and you need to embrace it. You need to do what you got to do, get your vibrations right, and understand that more people are waking the fuck up. And it's not just about this, it's about everything. Learn and have conversations on how to become in tune with your ancestors. I don't know how to do that shit. I've just been told because of who I am and how I am, certain things just happen because the ancestors are pretty much coming and talking to me, talking through me, or whatever you call that shit. I don't know, because it's definitely all new to me. But you have to understand, what the hell? Gotta double up,
bro.
You gotta get rid of the other one. Oh, they playing like that. Them motherfuckers done made two of you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. But we have to embrace this shit because it's real. And don't just take the when Neo saw that motherfucking cat and they said, what did you say? What exactly did you see? Oh, it's like deja vu. The motherfucker's like, oh no, that's a motherfucking problem. Ain't no goddamn deja vu. That's some shit. That's where we're at right now, everybody. This is not nothing new. It's the same play fucking book. Oh shit, he go hit this raggedy motherfucker.
All right, who's the superhero that's gonna speak against Joe Manchin? I want to know who's the real president of this country. Is it Biden? Is it Joe Biden or Joe Manchin? She can hear me. Can you hear me, Madam Vice President?
They gave her talking points.
I can hear you. Oh, so who's the real president of this country? Is it Joe Manchin or Joe Biden, Madam Vice President? Come on, Charlamagne. It's Joe Biden. I can't tell. No. It's Joe Biden, and don't start talking like a Republican about asking whether or not he's president. Do you think Joe Manchin is a problem? It's Joe Biden, and I'm vice president. My name is Kamala Harris, and the
she got the wagging that finger. She was like, "Don't come for me." She was about to go all in on him.
Hey, that is so funny.
But he simply asked the question, so it's like they beyond reproach. You can't. But you know, most people say, well, we got to hold them accountable. So when you try to hold them accountable, that's what they give you.
But you know, it's so crazy though. Now, like I look at the politicians, all of them, like actors. I think everybody is like playing their role and doing exactly what, they agree. Oh, I'm gonna get in here and play this character, and this like it's just so comical to me.
Something that seems as if it's happening, but I don't think more people are paying attention to it. I honestly believe that as far as big government, and when I say big government, I'm talking about the Senate, Congress, and the president type thing. I think they've completely lost power, and everything is going to go back to the states. It seems like the states are the ones that's controlling this shit. It just depends on which states are actually following that particular agenda. Because when you think about a place like Florida pretty much got their own goddamn economy. It's not as big as California, but Florida, because of where it is, that's some tropical shit. They can get whatever the fuck they want from Puerto Rico, whatever. They can do their thing off that goddamn water. California, same type of shit, but the difference with California, they have their own economy, but they issue is fucking water. It don't rain there like that. They shit is fucked up. Of course, New York, they got the money, this, that, whatever. But it seems like certain states are like, fuck you. We gonna do what we want to do, and they still fucking moving. And as that shit starts to happen, of course you're gonna lose confidence in government. It's gonna be about local shit. To me, that's what it seems like is happening, and it's happening more and fucking more. Because Ron DeSantis, before that election, I will admit it, I was like, that motherfucker is stupid. Fuck that. He on some bullshit. Like the shit he said don't make no goddamn sense. But I can say that motherfucker is running Florida like he doing his thing. Florida is moving. It ain't no goddamn problems. Motherfuckers there is happy. They moving like ain't shit going on down that motherfucker. Period. I was actually I thought I was cool. I thought I was gonna be good at the airport, to be honest with you. But as soon as I walked in, chick was like, you gotta have a mask on. You already know my face was like, fuck out of here. I did not put the mask on. Literally, I did not put the shit on until I walked on the plane. So I walked past that person. Then when I got, to the gate where you get ready to show your ID, the person was like, gotta have a mask on. I was like, I'm good. And I just walked past that motherfucker ass like she never said nothing to me. Then when you went up to the thing, I pay attention to shit. When you got to the thing to show your ID, you had to pull your mask down to verify it was you. Yeah, I did. So when I got over there, I didn't have a mask on. He didn't say nothing. Everything was all good. He was like, you got to put a mask on now. I was like, why? He's like, yeah, but I've seen your face now. It don't matter. You got to put a mask on and go back there. So what did I do? Put that shit on, took the motherfucker off until I got to the plane. And then I put that bitch back away. So it just, like right now, do y'all notice that motherfuckers will say something to you about a goddamn mask? They'll say that shit faster than telling somebody who shot a child. They snitch on you about that shit and want to complain to you about that, but they don't want to do shit. They want to do the right thing about regular shit.
Yeah. You see, they found Maxwell guilty on 5 out of 6 counts.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
The lady?
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah.
He's like, oh wow. Oh, it's over?
Yeah, I just saw it on Twitter.
Oh wow.
Wait a minute.
I didn't even know.
5 out of 6. Why that sound familiar? Wasn't that the same shit with Juicy Smollett? Didn't he do 5? Did he get 5 out of 6?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't pay no attention to that.
I think his was 5. Juicy Smollett from France. I think his shit was 5 out of 6 too, or whatever. I think, but it's gonna be something behind that too. And do me a favor, Jermaine.
Mm-hmm.
Play that video again of Joe Biden that you just played, but I just want to see something.
All right.
The one where he was talking like he was incoherent.
That is so funny.
Look, there is no.
You pause it. I don't know about all of y'all, and we've already seen this. I know I have. I know Jermaine has. I don't know if Kirsten.
Talk about the fake background.
That is not the fucking White House, everybody.
Yeah.
That is not
I
the White
saw
House.
it. Yeah, I saw it.
He definitely looked like he photoshopped in front of him or something like that.
We gotta understand when we start talking about political theater, this is exactly what it is. There is actually a picture out there that's not photoshopped of Slow Biden pretty much in the same area with the press right there, on set, like the shit is on set. Showing you this shit ain't real, and people still don't want to believe it. Hell, that goddamn American flag behind it, whatever the fuck that was, that shit looked fake.
Yeah, I think it looked like CGI. But yeah, Joe Rogan, he posted that picture of the press with him, would look like they're on the set of a movie or something like that.
Oh,
yep,
man.
that's what I mean to comment. Like they all a part of Hollywood.
Yeah,
to me.
Hollywood. Yeah. Well, we ain't gonna keep y'all all night. We just wanted to, show our face for the last time of the year, 2022.
Don't forget, get your shirt. This right. This is a bad motherfucker right here, yo. I have it. I'll be wearing it in public within the next couple of days once I get the back of it like I want, and it's gonna be on and popping because what I want everybody to do is 4 movies I want you to watch. 4. I want you to watch They Live. I want you to watch Demolition Man. Demolition Man is going to show you the metaverse. Even though we already in the metaverse, living in the motherfucker for real now, but it's going to show you the metaverse. Watch Demolition Man. Wesley Snipes and motherfucking Sylvester Stallone. Watch that shit. You have to watch Don't Look Up on Netflix. And I want you to watch V for Vendetta. Because the very end is what I'm going for with the shirt that I'm getting made. And for everybody, if you want a shirt, the one of the shirts that I'm gonna be getting made, make sure you hit me up and let me know your size, because I don't want to just go out on a limb and order this many shirts and that many shirts and this, that, whatever. I want to make sure the sizes are right, because hell, I had one person tell me he need a 5X. I was like, 5X? Do they even make that shit? Like, what kind of shirt is that?
No, they make it.
One too. I was asking you about this size. Is it gonna be like men's sizing, or will you have like men and ladies sizing?
It's gonna be the shirt gonna be cut like this. It's literally gonna be, now mind you, it's gonna be cut like this. Just so y'all know, y'all can see it. I'm gonna pull the sleeves down a little bit. This is a large, so I have on a large. From what I was told, the cut of this shirt right here, the ladies can wear small. Jessica just asked, can I do a tank top? I'll talk to him about that. You know, I know some ladies probably would want that. The only thing about it is I don't know if what I'm getting on the shirt, if it would work on a tank top. I can't say for sure, because the way it is, you know, you gotta kind of see it, because like I said, and after having a conversation with Maine, I want to explain something. The shirt, the cost of the shirt is $30. The reason that it's $30 is because it's not just a shirt like this where it's something on the front. It's something on the front and on the back. Because I got to tell y'all, this is a very, very powerful shirt. But in my personal opinion, if somebody see me from the back, they won't even think that it's something on the front. I want it to be, they see something on the back and they want to know what is on the front. I want to fuck people's heads up. That's the main thing, because we have to get it to the point where we're all in solidarity. We're all on the same, not to say we're on the same page, but we know who rocking with us. I want it to be like Jermaine in South Carolina. Of course, I'm in Douglasville. Kirsten is in Decatur, but he might see somebody with a shirt on at supermarket. Like, what the fuck? How the hell they get a motherfucking shirt? Showing you we all together. That's where we got to be at. So,
I'm waiting.
See, and shit, you probably gonna have your kid. You probably gonna get some for your fucking kids, knowing how you get down, and then
I can't. Look, that's so we all in the shirts, and you know we take group pictures too for my blog. So yeah, I definitely market it for you.
Just some information that people out there might want to know. Dr. Robert Malone has been his account has been suspended from Twitter. He's been one of the most outspoken doctor, one of the many outspoken doctors. He's the inventor of the mRNA technology or the RNA technology, whatever you want to call it. So he's put his livelihood and all kind of stuff on the line, you know, for the public, you know, getting this information out to the public. But he will be on Joe Rogan. I think he was on Joe Rogan today, if I'm not mistaken. So be on the lookout for that interview with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is one of these podcasters that seem to be untouchable. He can have anybody on his show and they can talk about anything. He just had Dr. Peter McCullough on the show last week. So y'all be on the lookout. There's a lot of information out here for you to get. There's no reason for nobody to be misinformed now, because there's so much information out here for you to get. So
both of y'all, let everybody know about like Maine, let them know about your shirt, and Kirsten, but definitely let people know about your business.
Okay. Well, you know, as always, you can always go to RSM Clothing, Rich State of Mind. That's my t-shirt line. T-shirts, hoodies. Right now, I don't try to knock nobody upside the head with the price. You know, my prices are very, very undervalued. But I did it that way for a reason. So go in there, check it out. If you like something, purchase, it'll be appreciated. Thank you.
Yes. You can also hold on 1 second. No, get out. Okay, it's okay. Get out. My bad. Yeah, the children acting up. But yeah, so I sell vintage pieces. I'm a reseller, and you can follow me at Eccentric Style Goddess on Instagram. That's Eccentric ECCENTRIK. On the bottom, there's my personal page. You can go on IG, Kirsten the Eccentric, and it have both of my links to my style blog and my vintage shop. I have a new collection coming in January. I had put it on hold pretty much for the end of November and December because I was getting some things in order, but I have a new collection coming in January. And my prices are reasonable as well. Like most of my pieces are like $50 and under, just depending on the rarity of the item. And also I have some things I'm working on for next year as well. And I got a question though for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
When is part 2 of the religion show?
Yeah, we were gonna do it tonight, but we're gonna save it for the top of the year. So when we come back,
Okay.
we're gonna do part 2. We want you to definitely come in on that because we couldn't get
My man Ken, yeah, I sent him the information.
Yeah, we couldn't get him on tonight. A lot of people had asked, was he coming back on for part 2?
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't get him, so I didn't want to kind of touch on it without his perspective, and Jay wasn't here,
Okay.
so we just said we'll just
Right.
wait till the first of the year. So hopefully next week we'll touch on part 2 because yeah,
Okay.
I definitely want to do that.
So
Yeah,
for
he was very good too. Cause I ended up watching the whole show, and I gotta go back and rewatch it to write down like the books and stuff he mentioned. But he definitely dropped some knowledge and stuff that I had been seeking out or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
that was very good, and it was I
and
love it.
I want everybody to really like don't look at this as typical New Year. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
And also don't go into this new solar, whatever you call it. Like I said, I don't know the terms, but you can't focus on fear. Fear lowers your vibration a lot. Like it's very, very dangerous. And unfortunately, people have fallen for it. So imagine somebody who's an empath and now they're fearful. That's some scary shit because we got to be mindful of that. And then when you start bringing children into the mix, children feed off of those adults in the house. No matter where it is, it can be, if it's good, it's going to be great. If it's bad, it's going to be worse. Animals, all types of shit. My man Kimani said something. He said, always just pay attention to the animals. We got to start paying attention to these motherfucking animals. How are they moving? Shit like that. That's where we got to be. So for everybody out there, I mean everybody out there, please get in tune with your emotions. Make sure your frequencies are good. Find people you can emotionally lean on and utilize our platform. Start connecting with people in our platform because most of them are on the same page as you. In this war, we're going to have casualties. It's a given fact, but it's not really going to be us. It's going to be those other ones. And y'all got to be mindful who you have in your pack, in your tribe, because somebody you got in your pack, they could be detrimental to you and your family. Pay attention to all of that. We definitely love and appreciate every single one of y'all. We're going to see y'all pretty much next year, obviously, because of the way the shit is going to be. But if you're watching right now, looks like it's 10 people on live. There you go. There go Ken right there. There you go right there.
Oh, okay.
And I sent them, you got the link. If you want to come on real quick and say something, my man, like say something as far as the next week's show, whatever, you got the link. Check your messages. The big thing about this, everybody, put the city and state where you live. Connect with somebody where you live through this platform. We can start getting these tribes together and things like that. I'm not perfect with it, but you better figure out a way to get you a damn survival guide because the shit they talk about is coming. Figure out something. Start growing something in the goddamn backyard. You guys got to eat cucumbers every goddamn day. It's something to eat. Shit, you better get ready. You better be right. I know one thing. You eat cucumbers every day, your stomach gonna be good. That shit gonna be clean in the motherfucker. You're gonna be straight. And you're gonna be hydrated.
Yeah. But remember, it's all about balance. So you can't be too alkaline. You can't be too acidic. So it's all about balance.
But we. Go ahead, Kirsten.
No, I was gonna say that I'm also reading a book now because even that, like the Alkaline City, reading a book now by Melanin Empath, how like some of us highly melanated people are breatharian too, and like just surviving off sunlight. So there's like something very interesting as well. But yeah, that was all.
Yeah, my man, yo, Ken, we have people wondering where the fuck was you at?
I was doing some interviews, man. You know, my platform still got to go on.
Oh, see y'all. So, but as y'all can see, he jumped on just to jump on. He make sure you go check out his platform, Heritage Hip Hop everywhere. You can't mix that shit up. Heritage Hip Hop. It ain't spelled differently. It's spelled how it is. Make sure you check out his shit, yo.
Yep, absolutely.
Peace, what's going on?
Well, we about to. That's what I'm saying.
About to wrap up.
Yeah.
I missed everything. Damn. Right.
Yeah, we wrapping up, but Kirsten had just asked about you. Yeah, she had just asked because she watched the show that you was on.
Oh, peace, sis. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you? I admired like all the knowledge and stuff you had about the Bible, because like I had at first, like I used to feel like Jermaine did when I first found out about religion, and I was like, forget the Bible and everything. Like I was to the point where I almost burnt my Bible, honestly. And the only reason why I didn't burn it was because my grandfather had gave it to me. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep it or whatever. And when I heard you talking about, the Bible just been misinterpreted, people don't really understand it and been taken out of context, I was like, I've been seeking it, because I started to realize that once I got a book that taught me about the power of the book of Psalms or whatever. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's something deeper, we just haven't been looking at it the right way. Like we've been taking it literally when everything is meant to be decoded or whatever. So I just like your perspective and the books and stuff that you mentioned. I was saying I need to go back and rewatch it and write down the books and stuff, and like I really want to learn more from you or whatever. So about that.
Well, anybody who wants to talk to me, you can reach me on Instagram at Heritage Hip Hop. You can follow me at heritagehiphop.com. Maybe I'll be an unofficial member of this platform. You never know. But at the end of the day, it's all about who we are, how we respect each other, how we work together. And that's what I'm all about. So if you would like to talk to me again, just hit me on Instagram, or you can hit me through these gentlemen, this platform right here. And yes, let's learn together. I don't know everything, but just like I can learn from you, you can learn from me. And most importantly, we build our community by becoming knowledgeable. And I appreciate that. Thank you.
Now with him coming on and saying that, like I said, I think it is a great way to end the show. We'll most definitely see y'all next year. We want everybody to understand. We want you to make an informed decision without question. You have to make an informed decision. And if you want to talk to any of us, we are accessible. All of us are accessible without question. And of course, I'm going to promote it next week. We're not going to stop. You need to come out January 8th. If you know anybody in the Atlanta area, get them out January 8th. You can see your blood under microscope. We got to do this. This is the only way we're going to be able to get through this shit, to be honest with you. But we love and appreciate y'all. There is no us without you. We will most definitely see y'all. Well, we hope we see y'all next week, at least on YouTube. We don't know, because after this episode, with the stuff that was played, that could be out there. We might be on our third strike. So we gonna see how this gonna go, because we ain't got 1 million viewers and 10 million motherfuckers like Joe Rogan. That shit, we on some different shit. But to even touch on that, if we do have a third strike, make sure y'all reach out to us. It's time for us to go to UTW Tube. What's it? Big Shoot. What's the other one?
Rumble.
We're gonna go on those platforms. So it's just a matter of time. I see that T.I. That was smooth. T.I. said, how does one reserve time for 1-8 in Atlanta? Hit me on the messenger. I'm not gonna miss that name. I'll send you the flyer. So then you good. Don't even worry about it. I'll send it to you as soon as we get off the air. And we will see y'all next week.
Peace.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you.